Hello, everybody. This is Veronica again, and I have a guest today. This is Alessandra. She is a young mother of
Hi.
two children.
Yeah.
Hi, Alexandra.
Hi. Hello.
And we are both members of a small team of mothers who have one common mission to develop online businesses in order to be closer to our children and be a model for them. So we want to share a bit of our experience, and hopefully you will get a lot of value out of this dialogue. Alexandra, can you tell about yourself, please?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Alessandra. I'm originally from Italy, but I've been living in the UK for a long time, nearly 20 years. I've got two beautiful boys. One is nearly 6 and one is 1.5 years old. And before becoming a mother, I used to work in an office. And life was normal. I was quite happy. But then after becoming a mother, I realized that it was difficult to do the things that I was doing before becoming a mother. So basically going to work, because obviously after my first son was born, I had to go back to work after my maternity leave, and I missed him a lot, and I obviously didn't have that feeling before when he wasn't born yet. So having to put him in a nursery was very hard. Was very hard for me. And then after my second son was born, and it was it was different. I decided to stay at home and look after him, and then my older son as well. And life was nicer, was just more relaxed. But then yeah, I just thought that it was, I want to do a little bit more with myself, and then achieve a little bit more. And yeah, and then when I started looking around for something a bit more interesting and something a bit more of value for myself, and that's when I discovered online training and online business, basically.
Yeah. Similar, I just want to share that I had the same feeling when I was a young mother, because now my children are older. They are 16. My son is 16, and my daughters are 14 and 11. And when they were little, I was very concerned about what environment I'm going to send them during the time I'm supposed to go to work, And
Yes,
I
exactly.
was very lucky to have support, family support. And during 8 years, I was a stay-at-home mother, and I was doing
Right.
homeschooling.
Oh,
Homeschooling.
nice.
But
Lovely.
I had to go to job when my youngest daughter was 3 years old, and that was so difficult for me to let her in a space where it's not the best environment. I don't want to criticize, but when you want to develop and raise healthy, happy, and people of value, you
Of
want
course.
all around them to give the same example and have the same influence.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree.
Yes.
I agree with that 100%. And when my son, as I was saying, that the youngest son, he went to nursery, he was only 9 months old, and I felt really horrible, having to go to work for somebody else to look after my son, And at the end of the day, all of the money that I was earning was going to these people. So I thought I might as well just stay at home and look after him myself, and save the money. And then again, the environment, you don't know. So yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So tell me a bit your personal experience as a woman, uh, transition from, to a mother. What do you feel? What changes happen within your psyche and behavior and life in general?
Yeah, well, before becoming a mother, I never really had much to do with children and with babies, because my parents are both the youngest of their siblings, so all of my cousins and all friends and stuff are all older than me. The only younger person is my brother, but he was only 4 years younger than me. So I never really had anything to do with babies and children. I was always scared of dropping babies and being traumatic. So I was terrified. And then when my son was born, um, I thought, goodness me, I need to get grip, basically. Just need to change my mentality. And when he was born, actually, I was still really, really scared. And luckily, my husband really helped. He had a bit more to do with babies. He had a bit more to do with younger again cousins and stuff. So I was doing the breastfeeding when the baby was born, and he would do the old baby handling or the nappy changes, burping and things like that. So I can relax a little bit. But then he had to obviously go back to work, so I had to be left alone with the little one, and I was so scared. And I was scared more than anything. I was just scared I wouldn't be able to attend to his needs. You know, I won't be able to make him happy. I won't be able to understand what was going on with him. And then I just thought, I just need to relax. I just need to just believe in myself. And that's what I understood from that you really need to believe in yourself, and now find the strength and find that inner power that you have within you. That if you are happy with what you're doing and your baby is happy, everything is fine. And also found a lot of people would try to tell you how to do things, or try to give you suggestions, or I think you should this, or I did this. But you've really had to do your researches with whatever subject it is, if it's breastfeeding, solids against puree, or against baby-led weaning, sleeping in the bed with you, sleeping in a cot. Do your researches, do what makes you happy, do what makes your baby happy, and it doesn't matter about what anyone else says. So as long as you're happy, and you know in your heart that you and your baby are happy, that's all that matters. And that was the biggest learning that I did, the biggest thing that I got from my first son being born. Follow your heart, and you'll be fine.
Yes, that's amazing realization, actually. And we as women, we have everything we need inside.
Yeah.
And it's natural. You have this instinct. You have just to follow, to relax,
Yeah.
and let the thoughts and all worries go away, and just trust your feelings. And
Yes,
you
exactly.
find that connection with your baby. I remember myself, I knew instinctively what is he feeling, why is he crying, what are his or her needs at a certain moment,
Yes.
It was such
Exactly.
a perfect synchronicity. You are like one in two bodies,
Exactly. It's like a sixth sense that you don't know you have within you, because you never used it. You never had a baby before, but then once you have it, you will discover it, and you will find a special bond that only you have with your baby, and only you understand what his needs are. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. That's right. And do you find this state of presence? Sometimes even I remember myself when I was breastfeeding.
Yeah.
A lot of thoughts are coming in and out, and but I realize I'm not connected, I'm not present with my baby, and he feels when I'm not present in my in my state
Yeah, I got that as well.
Yeah. And sometimes I'm thinking that, look, they are growing so fast and time is going so quick, and you don't realize how they will grow up, and you will miss these special moments, And I was thinking about that, and very consciously tried to fix this state and feelings in my mind for future. Not to regret that I was not able, or I didn't live fully this moment.
Yeah, didn't give you full attention to the little one. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
It's so nice. It's so beautiful feeling, this this period of motherhood, because then grow up and you have different relationship. But
of course, every relationship changes and they evolve, and I'm sure there is beauty in every phase. So at the moment, I'm in the youngest phase, probably the one that you're most likely to fall in love with. But I'm sure that when they're bigger, there's also lots of beautiful moments as well.
Yes, and they love us unconditionally.
Yeah.
That's a gift. And how do you feel about breastfeeding?
I feel really strongly about breastfeeding. I've done all of my researches, as well as I was saying earlier, and I've been breastfeeding both of my children. And it's hard. It's really, really hard, especially at the beginning. It's so hard. I was crying nearly every day, and
Why?
especially because I wasn't sure if I was doing a good job, especially with my first one. I've never done it before, and I thought, oh, is he getting enough? Is he growing? And oh, why is he crying? Is not enough milk? I was being so scared, but as I was saying earlier, and relaxed. And now I really enjoy. I'm still breastfeeding my youngest one is 1.5, and we still enjoy our moments, especially before going to bed. And it's just so nice. It's just such a beautiful thing, a beautiful feeling, and I really enjoy it. I would recommend it to everyone. But as I was saying earlier, do your research, do what works for you. It doesn't have to be like that. Some people like it, some people don't like it, some people would like to do it and can't, some people can but don't want to. Everyone is different, every situation is different, so do what's best for you.
World Health Organization recommend to breastfeed for 2 years, first
Yeah,
2 years. That's so
yeah,
healthy, and it's a very good foundation for their
yeah,
psyche and health.
yeah, yeah, and health as well. Yeah.
I was breastfeeding for 1.5, 1 and 10, and 1 and 11. I want to do that longer, but I got pregnant again.
It'd be hard, yeah.
So with the last one, I was it was very tiring. And all my children were sleeping with me in the same bed, during the night.
Yeah,
I knew
know.
it was not easy, but I knew that's good for them, for
Yeah, yeah. With
and
my first son, we tried to put him in his cot, but then because I thought it was safer, but then he will wake up, and then I'll put him in the bed with us. So I was kind of following what he wanted to do. I was going around his rhythm, more than what I wanted to do. So doing like that, he kind of grew stronger within himself, because he knew that if he needed me, I would pick him up and put him in the bed with me. And then when he was bigger, about like 3.5, 4, it was perfectly fine falling asleep in his bed and sleeping in his bed. And now he's 5, 6, and he doesn't wake up at night. He doesn't. He's not scared. So I think that those early days of him knowing that if he needed me, I was there, really helped him with his development and with his confidence, to know that now he's safe and everything is fine. But I'm still there if he needs me. But now he's at the age where he can stay to sleep just in his bed all night, and he's happy. It's nice.
may I ask you, how does your motherhood affect your relationship with your husband? How does he feel?
Well,
Father?
my husband is really nice. He's really supportive. Has always been really, really supportive. So obviously we love our children more than anything else. And yeah, we just try to help each other, So if one evening I'm really tired, for example, he looks after the little one, or the other way around, because he works shifts as well. So sometimes you need to sleep the whole day and work the whole night. So we just really relax with each other. We don't say, oh, no, but I've done it yesterday, so now you have to do it. Oh, it's your turn, or it's my turn. We're just really, really fluid with each other, really flexible. We're very understanding, and I think that really helps, not building a grudge against each other. So just live life as it comes. Just be grateful for what you have, and that's just how we go. We just chill. We take the time that we have. When the little one manages to fall asleep, and I try and put him down, maybe on the sofa, or without waking him up, we can just watch a bit of TV together, and it's nice, and we make the most of it. We cherish those moments. But if it doesn't happen, if I have to hold the little one, it's fine. It's fine as well. So we just really relax with each other, really chilled.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel that when a husband is paying attention and manifesting love and care to the young mother, to his wife who has babies, that helps you, because you are so exhausted.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
day and night you are in this tension, and you can't. Yeah, you may relax, but it's for short time. Anyway, you are in this tension.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
if somebody comes and gives you a hug and says that you are doing well, you are a good mother, that's so helpful.
It
That
really,
gives energy.
It really does. Yeah, absolutely. Really, really helps because you obviously start doubting yourself and obviously being tired and and you're not sure. So having another person saying you're doing great. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. I really appreciate you. It really builds you up and it's really nice.
And I like to see how do you appreciate your husband, and you give him space and time for rest, and that's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's good to have this balance and understanding.
You have to, you really have to, because otherwise it's no point. Otherwise you might as well just just give up. And because you can't live in a relationship where you're angry all the time with each other, or that there's not that feeling of mutual respect. Or you might show up in a way, but then inside you're angry and you're cross, like, oh, I always have to do everything myself, or it never helps me. That eventually would show in your behavior and in your relationship with your husband and then with your children as well. And that's not a good example.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for sharing your wisdom at this point.
Okay. It's okay.
I wanted to ask you, how do you manage to organize yourself between work and being a mother?
Yeah, well, again, prior to becoming a mother, I was really organized. At least I thought that I was really organized. I liked, place for everything and everything on its place, kind of thing. But being a mother, you have to be more relaxed about everything. So yeah, so basically it's hard to organize yourself and to show the kids that you're building something that you're passionate about, but luckily my oldest one is nearly 6, as I was saying. So you now understand, if I explain to him that mummy needs a bit of time, to do some work, he understands. And actually really sweet, he calls it mummy's homework, because it's actually it's true, it's
Yeah.
working at home, so it's mummy's homework. So he gives me time to do my things, and he understands that it's important for me. And I like the fact that sometimes, even if he has to see me working on the computer, I like that, because one day he will actually realize that I have been doing this for myself and for them as well, and it's something that I'm passionate about. So you can do along, obviously, being a mother and raising them, so it's important for them to see that you can do everything that you want to do. So so there's no excuse. If you want to do it, you will find the time to do it, and you will do it. So sometimes, as I was saying, I just do work at home, and the kids are playing together. So he plays with his younger brother, which is nice. Sometimes we watch a movie in Italian, so we're actually learning. We're not just watching movies; we're watching cartoons in Italian, so we're doing some learning as well whilst I work. Or sometimes, especially at the weekend, they can spend time with their dad, and they can go outside, maybe to the park or to the lake, and then I can have sometimes for myself. Or if all fails, I'll work in the evening when they're asleep. So yeah, I do try to find little times every day for me, just doing a little bit every day. I see other people without children, and they don't have any other commitment, and they can achieve much more quickly. But for me, I understood that I need to just do what I can every day, just do little steps that they will move me towards where I want to be. So bit by bit every day, and that's how we go.
Yes, I think it's important to be to not punish yourself too much, because you
Yeah,
compare you with other people, and
yeah,
that's not
absolutely.
healthy, not mentally
No,
healthy. That, yeah,
no.
that doesn't help.
No, it doesn't help. I found this positive thought that I repeat to myself, which is you are exactly where you need to be at this moment in time in your life. So I repeat that to myself, and that keeps me going. And yeah,
The
it
issue
gives me
is
strength.
that we are never happy with ourselves. Sometimes you have to remind yourself that you are good as you are now, and
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have to remind
absolutely,
of.
absolutely. So
Mhm.
Absolutely, yes. So I was going to say, like, positive affirmations are good. Meditation is good to understand, as you said, not to beat yourself up. We're doing the best we can, and we have to enjoy what we're doing at the end of the day. You know, if we want to do it, we're doing it because we believe in it, and we have to enjoy as well along the time, along the way. Otherwise, there's no point. So yeah.
Yeah, by the way, you mentioned about the Italian language learning.
Yeah.
When my
Yeah.
children were little, I used to put videos and cartoons in both languages, in Russian and in English, and that
Hmm.
helped them.
Yeah.
Our original language is Romanian, but I
Uh-huh.
wanted them to hear at least, and then what easier for them to learn and get the languages, and
Yeah.
that's good to put them in an environment where they can have these languages active.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good tips for parents.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Multilingual families is great to
Yeah.
keep that and not speaking only one language. You have to help them to learn both
Yeah, not
or
lose,
three
because
languages.
it's a real, yeah, it's a real gift for them for when they grow, because when the kids, they just learn without realizing, and it's so
Yeah,
good for them, rather than in the future having to learn with paying attention, no, like putting a lot of effort in. Now they're learning without any effort, so
yeah,
we might as well make the most of it.
and it's a good brain exercise.
Yes, very good. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about your homeschooling experience.
Yeah.
What tips can you share? What works for you? What can you advise to other parents who have to work to do homeschooling, especially now when we all stay at home with children?
Yes, yes, of course. Well, homeschooling is something that I was thinking for my son as well before he even started school. So it's something that I've always liked to play with. I've always liked the idea of possibly homeschooling him in the future. But then I got pregnant then after, so I thought no, it's not gonna be feasible for me to homeschool one and have a baby in the other arm. I can't do it. So I put him into normal school, and it was fine. But now, obviously, with the situation that we are now, he is at home with me, and we are doing homeschooling. So what we're trying to do, we kind of try to take a relaxed approach to things. So I don't want him to spend, a whole day reading or doing maths or doing things, because that's not healthy for him. So what we've done, we devised a timetable with activities at the top, and then at the bottom all the days of the week. So basically, the activities are not just school activities. It's just like wake up, have breakfast, brush your teeth, get dressed, and then do a bit of reading in English and in Italian, a bit of write a story, do some coloring, do some maths, So all of the activities, we can do every day, or we don't have to do them every day. And then once he's done them, he knows himself, so he can read the activity at the top, which is again in Italian. So just put more Italian in, and then once he realizes he's done it, he can put a smiley face. So we were just trying to keep it light, keep it fun. Again, I'm not too worried if one day he doesn't do any reading, for example, or if one day he doesn't do any maths, because we're doing other things that develop him as a person, as a human being. So, for example, playing with your brother, share with your brother, or you can help me bake a cake, or you can help me, I don't know, hoover or something. So all these other activity will make him grow as a person. So I'm not trying to stress too much on the academic side, although that's obviously important and it's good to do a bit every day. But I'm just trying to be relaxed and to let him learn about his environment, and from his environment, from the people around him, and from even the garden, the animals they can see, the birds, why the trees like that. Oh, look, there's a little bit of a little flower. Just like normal things he can learn from everything that surrounds him. And then that's the approach that we're taking, just like trying to be relaxed and trying to make him enjoy this time. And we also did some crazy activities the other day. We just decided to do a bit of movement, and we put music on the TV really loud, and we were all dancing like crazy, me, my husband, and then my two kids, the big one and the young one as well. We were all jumping around, and it was fun, there's some memories, there's some really cool things. And what he learned, I don't know, just be together, to be nice with people. There's loads you can learn from everything, even from dancing around like a lunatic in your living room. It's fun, it's all family time, it's all memories. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
what we're doing here.
that's wonderful. I like your approach of not being too stressed and just to enjoy the
Yeah,
moment, the life. Yeah.
absolutely. And I really enjoy the fact that now we are together all day, every day. Because when he's at school, I just realized actually now in this time we got our home together, how much time I'm actually not with him. In the morning he wakes up, he goes to school. I don't see him the whole morning until like 3, half 3. Then he does activities in the afternoon like karate or other things, and then we get home and it's time for dinner, and after dinner he goes to bed. So I've seen my son for like 10 minutes, and it's ridiculous. So now it's really nice, spending the time with him, listening to all of his stories, listening to what he has to say, answer his questions, these crazy questions. Mommy, you know about Star Wars? Like, yeah, I don't know anything about Star Wars, but tell me, let me know. Yeah, it's cool. So it's nice getting to know him. Nice.
I think nature put us in this situation just to connect with our family, because life is so busy and stressed, and you're always in a rush, in a hurry. And our children miss the connection between us. And now it's good to learn and reevaluate our
Absolutely.
lifestyle. And maybe we have to keep this state and this realization and understanding and make a change in our life, the way we organize our lives,
I agree.
because
I agree 100%.
we prioritize our job, our work to earn money, but there are different ways to earn money and make an income. And especially now when millions of people lost their jobs, and I don't know if we all will be able to go back and find workplaces, because companies, I think they will change their strategies and they will implement more digital technologies, and that will replace human brain and physical force.
Yeah,
and it was historical, during the history, it was this evolution of technology, and people have to develop new skills. And I think we have to adapt now and understand that. And the good opportunity is to work from home and find new ways of income.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I know that you went through. Did you went through 90-day video journey? In this
I've started it. I haven't finished it yet.
Because I met you through Victoria. She introduced me to you, and
yes,
I don't know what. Can you tell me about your experience within SFN community?
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm relatively new to the SFM. I've only been with SFM for like four months, so I feel quite new compared to a lot of other people. I found SFM just obviously on the internet. I was looking for something more for myself, because as I was saying earlier, I was at home with my young son. I didn't want to go back to work because I didn't want him to go to nursery. I wanted to stay at home with him. But I thought there must be more for me, even right now, even being at home, even having a young child. So I started looking around, and I found this advert on online on YouTube, and this person was advocating how it was possible nowadays to find to actually to create a new life on the internet with online business. So I signed up, and I didn't actually know what I was getting myself into, and this actually has changed my life. It opened my mind so much, and I didn't think it would. I really didn't think it would. But it has made me think so much more about myself, about what I want, about what I can achieve, about what I'm able to achieve in the future, about what I can, what am I going to be 1 year from now. There's so much that I'm discovering about myself, and I'm really liking seeing this new me, you know, this new go-getter me. You know, I really want to do this because I want to improve myself. I want to spend time with my children, spend time with my family, but also create something for me, you know, to because I think I've got lots to give. I think everyone has a lot to give, but we forget about ourselves. We forget about what we want, and we just get carried on with life, as you were saying earlier, you know, going to work, doing this, doing that, and we forget who we really are, what our passion is, why are we here on this earth, what is our purpose. So I think that being at home, I had time to evaluate that, and the SFM is helping me understand what I want to do and what I can achieve in my life. So that's why I'm here. That's why I started this journey, and I'm enjoying it, and I really like what I'm doing.
How do you feel the impact of your SFM journey and this digital education in your life at this moment of world crisis? Do
I
you think this gives you some more confidence, security, How do you feel about
Absolutely,
that?
100%. I think this was a blessing. I think finding the SFM was an absolute blessing because this as you said, is the economy is crashing. Is everything is going downhill, but the internet is not. You know, everyone is actually going to the internet nowadays. To find security, to find jobs, even to work, you know, to do their normal work. So I think that we actually discovered these things before, and it's to our benefit because we're just getting we're just going ahead, you know, one bit is really cool. I think that's where the future is absolutely online, and being there, you know, really helps already. So we were kind of one step ahead, being online and with the SFM starting to learn, because before I didn't really know much about online marketing, online business. But I think that having studied, even just if it's only 3 months ago, I kind of start realizing what the online space is all about. Because I think that if I didn't, I will feel a little bit overwhelmed at the moment, scared about my husband losing his job. I'm a stay-at-home mum, so obviously I don't have a job in the first place. But actually, knowing all of these things that I know now, I actually think that I could actually help if my husband would lose a job. Hopefully, he won't. But, you know, if that situation arises, I would actually be able to help the family by creating something online and be able actually to be the one that supports the family because of my knowledge that I've gained in this time. So definitely it's really important. I feel really blessed to know what I know now, and then to having discovered the SFM and
Yes,
learning, absolutely learning everything. Yeah.
and, and I want to add that there are different ways to create an income by selling other people's products or services, as we are doing, promoting SFM as well. And there are thousands of companies and courses where you can find value in them, and you
Yes.
may share with people and say, look, that worked for me, that changed my life. That can help you as well.
Yeah.
So that is one way. Then you can sell physical products on Amazon.
Yeah.
I hope when this crisis will change, we will
Yeah.
get back to our normal life. And another way is to create your own product. If you are expert in one area and you want to build your online presence,
Yeah.
you can do that as well. So I think we can benefit on different ways, and we can build multiple businesses and
Yeah.
multiple income streams. You know,
Yeah.
that's the
That's
beauty.
important to diversify your income.
Yes,
Absolutely, very
and
important.
and even being a mother at home, you can start a YouTube channel and sharing with people your tips, your experience, your daily life, and you can get monetized on YouTube, on your blog, and
Yeah.
just sharing your life and
Absolutely.
inspire people.
Yes, yes. That's what it's all about, inspiring people and see what others have achieved that you might not know, but you can achieve as well. So yeah, you might not be aware of all of these things. I wasn't aware until like just 4 months ago. And now it looks like a new world is opening to me, new possibilities, new windows, new opportunities. And
Yeah.
that's what the internet is.
Yes. I think we shared so much with women who are mothers maybe and who go through the similar challenges being
Yeah,
at home, or maybe thinking to create a lifestyle around our children, around their
yeah.
children. So what advice can you give to young mothers who would go through similar challenges and circumstances?
Well, just relax. Just know that you're doing the best you possibly can, and that's enough. If you're happy, if you're happy within yourself, and your children are happy, what else? Everything else doesn't matter. So just be relaxed, be confident. If you're not sure about something, do researches. Now you have all the tools to do your researches to know about everything and anything. So once you know your truth in your heart, just follow it. Do what you want to do. don't don't think you have to apologize for being happy. Do what makes you happy, do what makes your baby happy, and just go for it and just enjoy life.
Wonderful. I like what you just said.
Good.
And I want to add that you can get our links, our contact details in the description of this video, and you can join our businesses as well. And please like, share, subscribe, and leave comments if you feel value and you find something interesting. Ask questions, and we as a small group of mothers stronger together, we'll try to offer our support and encouragement. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Alessandra.
Thank you very much. Thank you.